Hello again. So, went ahead and changed Aerosol to be a crossbrogue as well as Stina, so got two of them now. So that's all nifty. Let's go ahead and do this thing. So this one's not terribly difficult. You know, it's basically one-on-one. Now, in his case, though, I'm probably going to want to swap some stuff out. Actually, not that. Now let's give him alchemy, too. Yes. This is the 1v1. Not the hardest fight in the world, but gonna be a fair bit harder. Yeah, so he tried to do funky stuff to Kashwa, and naturally Vice killed him. That one actually never made sense to me in the past, but yeah, I think that's pretty heavily implied as far as what happened there. This is another one of those moments that I find a little bit funny, comparing Tio and the second Swadoken. It's like you got the quote-unquote best friend fight here. It's like, okay, in this one they're like, no, we actually have to fight, there's a legit reason, just go ahead and fight. Whereas in the other one they just like sit around sadly and quietly for a bit. So yeah, this is where he starts going on and on about like, no, dude, you got everything, I got nothing. Kinda got the raw deal here. And as usual, he's trying to be the one that gets into Kashwa's pants. The pants that caused wars. It's like one of those ones where, honestly, go for it. She's pretty much terrifying to everyone else. That sounds mean, but oh my god, she ruined so much stuff in the plot. Yep. So yeah, that's where it kind of starts getting into odd territory in terms of, are they actually, is something going on there? But yeah, no, however exactly you want to headcanon that thing, and, I mean, obviously their posters seem to imply something very obvious there, but personally, I prefer to think that no, that's definitely not what happened. Yeah, betrayer, yeah, okay. He literally shot people on your team and then said he was gonna kill you, and no, you're the traitor. Yeah, that's fine. We're basically gonna join you guys in a sec anyway, so don't worry about it. Also, you can't win because you can't use items. Yeah, there's the kill move. We'll go ahead and charge this one up a little bit more. And then should be 1 or 2 rounds left in this guy. Alright. Do that. We'll take 1 heal round just for safety's sake. And then do a kill move, back off, go for another heal round if needed, but honestly the kill move should probably be enough. That's why I'm letting him top out the meter here. Goodbye. You suck. So Leonard comes in and is like, hey, no, we trained him wrong on purpose, please stop. And like good little puppies, they run over. Yeah, you were losing that fight like nothing. This is such a dick move here, too. Like, you told me to kill the guy, you told me to betray him. Like, no. Don't, though. Good point. I just want to point out, he's still silenced. That's you know what? That's probably what's really going on here. This is all just like playing out in his head. He's just like mumbling. He's got a good point. Like basically, everyone's screwed if you don't join up. And yeah, this is why I was saying the neutral route kind of makes a lot of sense in many ways. Like, I know it's kind of written off as, like, the dumb you gave up route. But, okay, like, number 2 is basically the flat-out idealist route. Like, no, these are bad people, you can't do anything with them, but it's like, okay. If, like, let's say you're in the States, right? And, like, Michigan didn't like Ohio or whatever else. And then frickin' like Nazis time traveled and started invading. You're like, no, who cares? Who cares about previous problems? There's a bigger problem. Yeah, there you go. You will in the dumbest way possible. So, basically they pretty much immediately ditch him. Denim is viewed as a massive flip-flopper, but you basically rejoin the resistance at that point. Honestly, they get a pretty good deal out of that whole situation. And now it's time for cutscenes. What are they doing on the left there? Jeez. Someone's getting funky in the middle of a war. Man, this scene right here. This was another one of those things. It's like friggin' Nebith shows up out of nowhere. Like, well, what have we here? Do we have an important character I can make into a zombie?
4 weeks have passed since the Archaeopolis of Rhine fell to the Bakram
Such a cool name.
hard-fought battle. Swift on the heels of their victory, the Bakram continued their southward march, advancing until they met an unyielding line of fierce Wallister and Gargastani resistance. This left the Golborza plain locked in a bitter stalemate, with neither side able to score the decisive blow needed to gain the upper hand. Abuna Branton, leader of the Bakram armies, knew that a quick solution was needed.
Yes, he needed the ring.
Should Duke Ronway succeed in bringing the whole of the Gargastani army to his side?
I wonder if it was intentional that this guy looks so much like that guy from Lord of the Rings.
For a third time, the Abuna beseeched the Dark Knights for aid, yet they showed no signs of stirring from Vidok Castle. Unsure as
They did say they would stay neutral.
Duke Ronway took little consolation in the Dark Knight's restraint. In private, he'd begun to wonder whether the pact he had struck with them still held.
Well, I mean, they haven't done anything.
Both sides watch and wait for the stone that will tip the balance in their favor.
Just notice, Lands would have a really hard time moving with those pauldrons. Yeah. Fire him. Then we can go ahead and skip the whole, like, post-war plot. I just love how this whole thing basically just happened because one guy listened and nobody else did. Yeah, pretty much. They can't really do anything. See, there we go. He's just trying to be a good guy at this point. So yeah, they can get him out, but they can't get friggin' other lands out. So this part, I feel like, I don't know, it feels really jarring whenever you skip the text, but like as soon as you go through and read it all, like just going through it piece by piece, this whole chapter makes a whole lot more sense. Like as far as how random some of the battles seem. And this is another reason that I really love the neutral route. Is at this point it just kind of takes a little break, you know? It's basically damage control. Well, you'll find out good news on that soon. Like he said. See, right here is your problem. Like, stop going after people. Stop going after people, they wouldn't come back and go for frickin' assassinations and whatever. See? Exactly. The protagonist agrees with me. Yeah, you don't want to share anything with him. I mean, like, his whole motivation is getting into her pants, and, that would just go well beyond creepy. Yeah, it's been a month. It was like a month and everyone's been sitting around. No, it really isn't. You're just being a dick. I wish there was an option here. Yeah, I know this exchange. No, don't. She's about to go make plot happen. Nope. And yeah, this right here, this is one of my favorite parts of this whole thing. Like this guy right here. He's one of the hardest frickin' bosses in the darn game. And in this spot, he's reduced to like a friggin' joke fight. Man, it's really cool. Whatever. So here we go. Let's put the rookies in. Honestly, they're not even needed. You have support for it. So, whatever. I forgot who exactly the leader is, but yeah. So it's Hector. And right here. So they don't want to, you know, they they know this guy's a boss, so they're like, no. You don't get executed, you get to fight. So they all get armed. They basically get basic starter equipment. And that's it. You're you start off in a ridiculously favorable position. Start off with more people. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, you start off with 2 more people than they do. They're all there with just the most basic of equipment. But just the fact that he even gives them a chance like this, I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the really cool moments. Anyway, this guy goes bye-bye. Unfortunately, he does kind of start you off in the thick of it. I might end up having to move these guys back a little ways. So, by the way, I don't know if I actually explained this before. The way that I have Lloyd set up, the idea is hopefully to essentially have the first weapon hit and do poison, have the second weapon counter and push them away. Yeah, speaking of blights. So the other day, there was a conversation over, what would happen in TO if, for some reason, they basically had friggin' Luca from Sudoku 2. It was like how different the story would be if they had like an outright lunatic for a character. And that's like next level lunacy, for that matter. Like it's it's not like that guy's crazy, it's like that guy makes the Joker look sane kind of stuff. But yeah, no. Like the whole kind of crux of that one and why it works in that one is just kind of nobody really knows what to do with that situation. That it's just the guy keeps going and trampling over everything and nobody really wants to, you know, stop him more or less. Because I don't know, it would be interesting to see. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a sequel someday. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. I mean, although they did include bits of this in their online game, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's possible after all. Alright, it is time to pull the rookies out of here, because they are not holding up well at all, and frankly their speed is becoming a major detriment. Alright. Who can you hurt? Basically no one. How many evac items? Alright. Do that, and a bail. Right, okay. I'm sorry, could you please stop wrecking everyone's butt? Please? There we are. That disables that aspect of them. And probably start poking away at this guy. Because his health is ridiculous, but at least they can't heal anymore. Goodbye. So, one quick thing here. Yeah. He's not happy with things, and quite frankly, if she gets knocked out here, there's a very real chance that, that she's just gonna leave. I suppose, technically speaking, If she were to be evac'd and then... We'll see. I don't know how that would ultimately end up affecting everything. Yeah, there we go. Dang, Lloyd, you are slow as crap, man. I think it's mostly because they're not wearing anything. They're getting a pretty significant speed advantage. Alright, taking bets. Aerosol, leaving or not? Yeah, so this terror effect. I was playing Darkest Dungeon lately. Apparently that's something that they added to that as well? I don't even know when they started adding all this stuff. Like, I hadn't played it in a few months and went and like popped it on the Vita. It's like, it's got updates, and I go and download it and like, well, here's all these like billion new mechanics now. I'm like, okay. So basically I know nothing, is what you're trying to say. And then I lost like 3 parties in a row, and yeah. It was a little bit on the harsh side. He's their only form of healing through morale. Okay. That one's gone, the other one's gonna get gone, and that leaves 2. I don't get why that one's not dead yet. It's almost like poison's not actually hurting her. Because she was at 11 before, so why did that not do anything? Need to note to look into that later. Actually... Oh yeah, you've got a chance. Don't worry, you got this. Right, so finish fight before she bleeds out, and there we go, that's checkmate. Nah. It pretty much felt the same way you do right now. Alright, is she leaving? Well, discontent. Well, I mean, not really. There's always time travel. Worst case scenario. And alright. There we go, so first things first is to go to there. Let's see, I think there was a store update. Not quite yet. I don't think so, anyway. Actually, wait a minute. Yes. Okay, these are new. So, gonna need a crap ton of money to buy the new crafting upgrades, although I don't know if those are actually new at the moment. Let's see, what else? So that gets taken over. They join from the other side this time. So, yeah. Basically, they just get a bum deal altogether. Because they end up trying to leave and go somewhere else, get treated like crap there, and then basically go back to a war zone because it's better. Nice. Then Webri erupts. Yay, looking forward to the fight there. Actually, the neutral route version of that fight is so much cooler. Yeah, this place gets attacked, and then everything turns out fine, because it just attacked in order to join. I guess it just wound up being neutral. And you'd think this kind of thing would start giving some questions as to the leadership. Yeah. You're like, no, this guy was the traitor. Oh wait, we changed our mind. This guy's the traitor. Just, everybody's being a traitor all over the place. And we're just gonna skip through these, just in case it causes anything to trigger. Although, yeah, this guy's entry is a little bit different this time. So he basically got captured in Crit 9 instead of dying there. And, yeah. Stuff didn't go so hot for him. I don't think he can survive in any route, actually. What else? Let's see how much this gives. Yeah, that's enough for crafting books. And we get all kinds of fancy goodness. But yeah, the updated stuff here is coming up pretty soon. It sounded like within the next 2 weeks we'll be getting side grades and that sort of thing. Actually, there's been news on what one of those even is so far. And apparently well, I don't know if it was just 200 katanas or just one of them, but yeah, they were essentially getting kind of a draw-out thing similar to FFT by the sound of it. So that should be interesting. But yeah, we'll see where that goes. Anyway, see you next time.